The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Second and 9 now. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Off the play fake. Patton. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. Second and 11 now.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Patton. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Burrow looking to pass. That's to his rookie wideout from Wisconsin. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Burrow now off the bootleg. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Second down and 4.
Complete to number 16. A 6-yard pick.
Now it's Burrow.
Second and 4.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll take this up close to midfield. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Wallace. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Now Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Davidson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now it's Burrow. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Brian Burns In there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Third and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off. Not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Patton. That's complete to his running back, Scatterby. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Giants first down.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Operating from the gun. Patton. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. Operating from the gun. Patton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 5. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A big win there defensively on second and goal, a loss of 7, and it brings up third.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengals offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's putting together a remarkable season, currently the NFL's leader in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Running right through it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
38-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And they'll take him to the ground quickly, but he's able to get it down to the 41-yard line.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're in.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how a drive you're supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Patton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Giants first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, Wallace. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's taken in by Higgins. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up
On third down, it's Wallace. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. McPherson on for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd
Out of the gun,
and 7.
they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll drop the throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't,
first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Bengals, first down. First and 10 at the
Good strong throw and
35-yard line.
catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. Now a 2nd and 6.
Higgins. Out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's able to find Wallace. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Bengals, first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Wallace. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Chase, complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here.
Touchdown, Bengals! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
McPherson now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. That time a 9-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players, but for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. Our look around the NFL starts now. At MetLife Stadium, the Jets at home to take on the Browns. And this is Kenny Yeboah. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. 58 yards for the score. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots? They're playing host to the Buffalo Bills.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 at the 26-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's played well all year long as he enters the home stretch of the season as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brought down at the 31.
You get a look at their key inactives for this week's game. And Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
Bengals first down.
On first down, it's Wallace. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 42 yards now on the ground at just 7 carries.
44-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He will find his man Chase complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try the option on first and goal. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second and 15. And this will be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Patton. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, and move on to the next series.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. 23 yards the pickup there. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 6-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Now Burrow. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50. And New York set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he will have a Giants 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Patton. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Back to throw. Patton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4.
They'll set up a throw. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
It's 4th down.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Patton.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
From the gun on 3rd down, Patton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. McMillan with it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen McMillan, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10.
Giants 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. This 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a give right side. Wallace. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davidson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Darius Alexander with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Give up the middle, Scatteroo. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Messenger on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Patton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Giants first down.
Back to throw. Patton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
4 yards. That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Off play action. Patton. The short one there, caught by Likely. And it gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Patton. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. Burrow will throw. Throw left side complete. That's Wallace. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 37-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Davidson. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
1st and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now the ball comes loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Bengals, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.